EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. This defense for the Jags, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. Football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Ravens need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now Etienne to start the drive. Rocky Sin there to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. Play action. It's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. On play action, Lawrence. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Lawrence. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because, you know,
touchdown! Zay Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
19 yards there on the catch and run. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. In motion left goes a tight end. They go play action with Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Jackson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Hey, out.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Flowers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll work down inside the 45.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, Jackson. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
30 left.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
The Jaguars at 9-4 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Lisa 24.
On first down, Lawrence.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Rip 23. Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Here we go.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Hey, go. Hey,
Now Lawrence now going to move him around. Now Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by what.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just me.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 46 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. There he goes, right side. Past midfield, look out. Devin Duvernay. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He's got daylight. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Duvernay now going to bring it out. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And this one too low. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Hey, Lion, Lion!
They go play action now. Lawrence. It got his man complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. They go play action with Lawrence. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On second down, a run with Etienne. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now it's Jackson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. And there he goes again. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination? possession?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll take this down to the 33.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 140 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Another run here with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down on a big play there. A gain of 14 on what was a 4th and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Lisa 24.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
On play action, Lawrence. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Play action. It's Lawrence. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's 3rd and 10. Lawrence will throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Back to throw again.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Jackson will throw again. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200.